Hello everyone. I just wanted to give a little bit of context for this video since I ended up splitting this vlog into two separate vlogs, and I don't think this vlog is going to be quite as long as the first one, but since the first one was already getting really long with like 30 minutes, I went ahead and split this up into two. But because I split this up into two, it might be a little confusing as to what exactly is going on. And I think at the end of the first vlog, I was saying what I was going to be doing today, but just to give a little bit of context as to what is going on. In the previous vlog, in part one, I had mentioned that I had a book from the library that came in, so I'm gonna go and get that in the first part of this, but I didn't explain that in these clips because when I filmed this, I was thinking it was all going to be in one vlog, but I just wanted to clarify that I am going to the grocery store to get stuff, and then I am going to the library to pick up the library book. And the reason that this is just such an eye roll is because I had just gone to the library to get one book, but I was expecting another book and I had been waiting for a while, but I went ahead and got the one book. And then within a few hours of me picking up the first book, I got a message from the library saying that the second book was available. So I ended up going the next day, which is the first day of this vlog. I also want to further say that this vlog might be a little bit shorter than part one, but also keep in mind that I think there's a little bit more lifestyle content in this part of the vlog and not as much writing. So if you're not interested in seeing more lifestyle content, I totally understand. There is a little bit of writing content in here. Just think of this as if it were one big long vlog instead of broken up into two parts. Autumn fashion, I forgot something from the grocery store, so I am making a run this morning. I completely forgot to change my socks, so now I'm going to the grocery store in my hiking socks and leggings. I guess while I'm out, I can run to the library and get that other book that came in last night. I think I mentioned that Project Hail Mary came in from the library, so I guess I'll just drive all the way back to the library to get that book, and then I'll just get gas while I'm out, and then eventually I'll make it back home so I can finish everything I needed to do today, because it's a busy day. I have returned from my adventure, and let me just say, it was definitely an adventure. So this was the book that I got from the library with my second visit this week to the library. It's called Project Hail Mary. It's by Andy Weir, the same author who wrote The Martian, and I am buddy reading this with my partner's girlfriend. That's me. My partner's brother's girlfriend. We are buddy reading that, and we're gonna do every 5 chapters. We're gonna like call each other and then talk about the book. So I'm super excited to do that. But you guys, the universe has it out for me. I was leaving the parking lot to the library, and so the parking lot of this library is really small. It has like a designated entrance and a designated exit. I was pulling out of the parking space to go to the exit, and some like 80-year-old grandmother just flew through the exit, entering through the exit. We were this close to hitting each other, an inch. I had to like slam on my brakes and then reverse backwards so she could get through because she kept trying to inch her way through the exit. I swear the universe has it out for me because this was the 4th time in the last 2 weeks that I've almost gotten into an accident. Yesterday, I think the day before, I feel like the beginning of this vlog, I was just not really having the best time or like the best day or the best days, plural, because I think it was the first 2 days of this vlog. But I'm feeling so much better. I don't know if it was because I was able to get outside and get some sunshine, or I was able to get a little bit more sleep, a little bit better rest, but I just feel a lot better now. I felt like I was struggling for those first 2 days of this vlog, so but I just wanted to check in and say that I'm feeling a lot better. It might even sound a lot better. I feel like in those first 2 days in those clips, I honestly sounded really down. I haven't edited them, but just thinking back on it, I felt like I was struggling, and I feel like I sounded like I was struggling. I mean, I was. That was very, very real. I just feel so much better, but I wanted to just check in and just say that I'm feeling a lot better. If you're still watching, thank you for bearing with me and getting through those difficult clips, because I know it's not really fun to see other people when they're down, but it's not always nice and fun and exciting. But I'm feeling a lot better now, and sometimes you just have to get through it. What helped me get through it, honestly, was trying to find a routine, which meant sitting down and working on my writing and trying not to do everything. Lately, things just haven't been the normal, haven't been what my routine was, and I always feel like that when my routine gets messed up, I get thrown for a loop. I just always get stressed out, and then I find it hard to find my normal again. But I think I'm finding that normal again, at least for a little while, because there's some other things that are gonna be changing, I feel like. Also making me a little nervous, but we'll deal with that when it gets here. I'm feeling a lot better. This is just that little check-in saying Autumn's fine. Autumn's feeling a lot better than she did in the first half of this vlog. So hello, good morning. I look quite pleasant. I have been up since 5 o'clock this morning. Between my work schedule being crazy and just personal things going on, I have just not been sleeping past like 5 o'clock in the morning when I'm not working night shift. It's been wild around here, folks. I just cannot begin to describe it. I would like to say that today is going to be different, that today is going to be a fun, positive, writing filled day. But that's not gonna be the case. So I work a half shift today. My alarm's going off. Went off for 7, but it's so cute because I've been up since 5. I work a half shift today, and I have a lot in my planner that I have scheduled for this week. I have 2 planners. This calendar ends the last week in June, and then this one starts the first week in July, but because July starts on, I think, a Saturday, it has the last week in June. So I used both calendars or planners because once I transition into this one, I'm not going to be carrying this one around with me. I hope that made sense. I know that's really weird that I put the same information into 2 planners, but I won't remember, and my OCD won't let me leave pages blank in the old one. So old and new planner, but it has the exact same information because that's just how I am for this week. But for today, I am just going to be focusing on finishing Ninth House, not finishing, but listening to the audiobook and reading along in my ebook to Ninth House. I'm about halfway through that book, so I have maybe like 7 hours left of that audiobook. I am still not a morning writer. However, since I've been up since 5, in the next 3 or 4 hours, I can jump into doing a couple of writing sprints. Really, I don't feel like leaving the couch today. I don't feel like going into my office and writing, so I'll probably just do a little bit of writing here, put on some ambiance or some of my playlist for writing, so we'll just see where the day takes us. But currently, I am watching Tangled. I already had breakfast, but I'm low-key thinking about getting a second breakfast because that's how stressed I've been. I feel like with everything that's been going on, I can get Chick-fil-A 2 mornings in a row, and I can have 2 breakfasts in one day without judgment. We'll see what happens, but that kind of sounds quite lovely. I'm just gonna do things and wish me luck with the things that I'm gonna be doing. I did it. I ended up ordering Chick-fil-A to be delivered. It's probably not the best idea. One, because I already had the small little tiny little breakfast already. I have a feeling today is already going to be a weird-ish schedule since I'm working a half shift later, and I'm doing it. And then two, because I want to. I'm hoping that after today, for at least a little while, things can find its way back to my normal, because I am ready for some of this chaos to be over. So I'm gonna wait for my Chick-fil-A to get here. I have a few more YouTube comments that I want to catch up on. I'm still watching Tangled, and then I want to do some reading. As I've been sitting here just enjoying the sunrise, because I watched it come up this morning because I've been up since 5, and it's just been really nice and peaceful in here. I do want to write, so I think I said this earlier that I just want to do everything from the couch. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm trying to find the joy in these situations and in days like this. I got the Chick-fil-A. I feel like I'm having one of those days where it's almost like everything is just annoying me. Somewhere around us, they're doing construction. For 5 minutes straight, there's this loud beeping noise, and then it's quiet for like 30 seconds, and then it goes back to beeping for 5 minutes, and then they'll have some other random beeping noise that's going off too. And so then it's like 2 different beeping noises at 2 different pitches that are going off at the same time. It is driving me bananas. And both 2 are going off right now. And I don't know if you guys can hear it because it's not super loud, but it's one of those noises that once you hear it, you can't unhear it. I can put headphones in to do my writing, which is what I'm about to do. I read a few chapters of Ninth House, but now I'm gonna get some writing done. But if we lived closer to the actual beeping, I would be so mad. Like, can you hear it? It is so crazy. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I also have the laundry going to try to help have other noise going on, so I can't hear it as much. I'm gonna get some writing done. I might pop in headphones if that stupid fucking beeping just continues to go on. I'm gonna see how much I can get done of my writing. I'm still in the same place that I was at for my last update, which I'll be totally honest, I can't remember if I was on chapter 13 or 14 because it's been about a week since I have done any writing. We really need to get back on track with the writing, well, with everything, but we're gonna start bits and pieces at a time and try to get my writing back on track because I've got to get through this second act. It's just been way too long that I've been working on this second act. Wish me luck with the beeping, with the writing, and I'll check in with you guys later. I just finished chapter 14. I passed 35,000 words in the entire manuscript. And for this writing session, I ended up writing 1,438 words. That felt doggone good. That was awesome. I don't know if maybe change of scenery, sitting out here and doing a little bit of writing helped, but I mean, I would say it did. I think that this was a very successful writing session. I'm really happy. So I'll be starting chapter 15 either tomorrow or on Saturday. I won't do any more writing today. I wrote for about an hour, but I have some other things that I have to do today. I'll be starting chapter 15. There are 27 chapters total in the story. I have about 5 chapters left of Act 2. So, chipping away. I think July, I don't think I know, is going to be a pretty busy month with writing because I am going to have to try and finish Act 2 and start into Act 3 because my self-imposed deadline for this story is in August. I definitely have to get on that. I was looking through my old notebook, so I don't have the exact word count of what I started June at, but I know it was kind of around the 27,000 word mark. I have almost written 10,000 words this month because I'm a little more than 35,000 words. Really, I could hit 10,000 words total for this month if I write tomorrow, which is the 30th. Oh, there's not 2 more days in June. There's only 1. I might be closer to 9,000 words, which means I am still pretty close to finishing this project on time with my self-imposed deadline. I think this is gonna be it for the vlog. I don't exactly know how this vlog turned out. It seems like it was a struggle, and hopefully the struggle will end soon, but that's just how life is sometimes, and we just have to keep on going. I just wanna say that I don't know if this was the most happiest vlog. I don't think it was. I know this spanned over several days, but I feel like in these few days that were in this vlog, I was definitely struggling. I hope this vlog doesn't discourage anybody. I want to make my writing journey as realistic as possible, and sometimes we have weeks, we have months, we have hours, years even, that just aren't the best. And I wanted to share maybe the not so fun-ish times so it seems more relatable. I know it's a lot more fun and entertaining to always watch when we have exciting things that are happening and when we hit those high word count goals, but it's not always that. Sometimes it is rough and it's not fun, but that's what's realistic. I want my writing journey to look realistic. Even if this was not a very fun and exciting vlog, I hope you were still able to relate to it and connect to it and still want to follow me on this journey. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and if you did, let me know down in the comments. Let me know what projects you guys are working on, how much progress you've been making in those stories. That'll be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am Autumn Ashley, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.